Hello everyone. Today I'm recording my first ever podcast video for the CubeCraft FFA drama crap. What did I call it? Drama crap. Alright, we're gonna dive straight into it. This video is going to be about xlaylq. I'm not sure if I'm pretty much some of you already know that I've made over about like maybe 1,000 to 2,000 views on this player before. And she's done a lot of creepy stuff as like a 17, 18-year-old woman. So we're gonna dive straight into it. I'm gonna read a passage that I collected. I'm gonna read God, I just said that so wrong. I'm gonna read this passage that I wrote last night about her. All right, let's dive into it. xlaylq, aka Shahed, is an 18-year-old internet predator that tried to e-date an 11-year-old boy and myself. Mind you, I'm 13 years old. This player would give other players e-backshots and e-head. You'll know what I'm talking about if you watched all those xlaylq exposing videos from the past. She is also a random e-girl who tried to lash crazy claims against other CubeCraftians. She also stated that age doesn't matter, right? Okay, first of all, I'm going to stop reading that passage right there. I want to talk about the age doesn't matter thing. Age actually does matter because really, like, so let's say a 30-year-old dates a 12 or 13-year-old, right? That would be hella inappropriate because the 13-year-old is not legally of age to date anyone yet, and the 30-year-old is legally allowed. And that would just be really weird, and that would make the guy a pedophile and stuff like that. Okay, so move on from that. Of course it matters. A friend once told me that a 30-year-old, I just mentioned this earlier. In some U.S. states, you need to be at least 16 to 18 years old to legally have a significant other. Now we're gonna go into the creepy messages. You guys, if you guys watched all those xlaylq exposing videos on my channel before, I'm gonna link all those videos in the description of this video, and you guys can go watch it, and you'll see all the screenshots and stuff like that I have collected over the past year or so. I'm gonna read this off now. xlaylq is also notoriously known for sending freaky ass messages on Discord saying, "Oh, let's make eat backshots," or "I want to get freaky." Like, what the heck, bro? The videos with all the screenshots, I just mentioned this. The videos with all the screenshots of xlaylq's DMs with people will be in the description down below. So after you watch this podcast video, go check those videos out. All right, this is my concluding thing. I want to say this to all of y'all. I'm gonna say this first before I read the conclusion. You guys really don't want to date this woman, and the reason why is pretty simple. I'm going to scroll into a community post I posted months ago. 8 months ago I posted this, by the way. I'm going to read it off. Why dating at xlaylq may not be a good idea. In the world of relationships, choosing a partner is a significant decision that can impact one's emotional well-being. In the case of xlaylq, several factors raise concerns about her suitability as a partner. These include her history of drug use, unclear sexual identity, inappropriate behavior, challenges related to dyslexia, a pattern of dishonesty in relationships, and recent threatening behavior from her friends. Together, these issues create a picture that suggests dating her may not be in your best interest. Impulsive behavior and drug use. One of the most alarming aspects of xlaylq's background is her history of drug use at a young age. Mind you, this girl is about 17, 18 years old in high school, going off to college next year. And she's basically doing drugs like cocaine, she's selling drugs and stuff like that. And she's done drugs in the past. But I have all the screenshots in videos posted, so go check those out. Engaging in such activities during high school indicates a propensity for impulsive behavior and a lack of responsibility. This kind of This kind of decision making can lead to further risky choices, especially in the context of a romantic relationship. A partner who exhibits such behavior may not be reliable or capable of fostering a healthy, stable relationship. Confusion about identity. Okay, this is like a little bit weird because she claims that she's not a lesbian and she kind of technically is, and she's like just like really weird and shit. So, confusion about identity. xlaylq's denial of her sexual orientation, coupled with mixed signals in her online presence, raises additional concerns. This confusion can lead to emotional complications and misunderstandings in relationships. A partner who is uncertain about their identity may struggle to communicate openly, making it difficult to establish a solid foundation based on trust and mutual understanding. Inappropriate and immature behavior. Furthermore, xlaylq has demonstrated a lack of respect for personal boundaries through suggestive comments made to others. Such behavior reflects emotional immaturity and a failure to recognize the importance of consent and respect in these interactions. This pattern could create discomfort and tension in a relationship, undermining its potential for growth and intimacy. Challenges with dyslexia. While dyslexia is not inherently negative, being exposed for it can suggest that xlaylq faces challenges that may impact her self-esteem and social interactions. Okay, this is what I want to talk about. To me, she can barely even speak English. And when I try to take her seriously in conversations, I've taken her serious in DMs because she's DM'd me on Xbox and Discord in the past. And just recently she called me weird, and I'm like, if anything, she's really the weird one, because dating an 11-year-old kid at just almost 16, 17 years old is actually really fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. It's just really weird. Okay, where was I? How she copes with these difficulties is crucial. If she's struggling to manage them, it could lead to an additional emotional strain in a relationship. Dishonesty and cheating history. Moreover, xlaylq's history of cheating on partners, despite her claims to the contrary, raises significant trust issues. A partner who is dishonest about their past behaviors may not be able to commit faithfully in their future. This pattern of dishonesty can lead to a toxic dynamic where trust is continually questioned and emotional security is compromised. Threatening behavior from friends. Finally, the recent threats from her friends, particularly a message from Mint warning against her exposing her, introduce an alarming element of intimidation. Such behavior not only indicates a hostile environment, but also reflects a profound disrespect for personal boundaries and well-being. This kind of intimidation is not conducive to a healthy relationship and raises concerns about your safety. Okay, this is the conclusion here. Considering these factors, it becomes clear that dating xlaylq may pose significant risks. Her impulsive behavior, confusion about identity, inappropriate actions, challenges related to dyslexia, dishonesty, and the threatening of her behavior from her friends suggest a toxic environment that is not